This conference will now be recorded.
See.
Hello.
Yeah,
reading something? Reading
Yes, hi.
something?
No.
Yeah, can
I
you
was
hear me?
waiting for other people. Yeah. Hi, Nicholas.
Yeah, very well. Today it worked very well. Okay. See.
So only you two guys. Okay.
What is?
Think Nicholas has joined somewhere else. Okay. Shall I proceed, guys, or what you want me to do? Hello.
Yeah. You go ahead. Can you hear me, Mr. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear Nicholas.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So it's up to you to proceed or not.
I'm not sure what happened. Okay. We'll take it off, guys, because I was almost like from. We'll see. Then we'll come back if in case if they have doubts or whatever. Okay, Mohan.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe we were discussing on the transportation unit in the last session, right? For that respective transportation unit, I believe that we know what are the steps we were trying to find out. Like I remember that. I'll just give you an overview. One second, one second. I'm just getting a call. Yeah, can you hear me guys now? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So the basically what is happening is we are trying to define the transportation units where we are trying to define the vehicle and the with the combination of your vehicle and the container. So I believe in the last session you would have created the vehicle one, I guess WM46 hyphen TU pack. Okay. Yeah. So this is a packaging material, whatever we have created, I guess, right? Yeah. So let me check did I extended this to the EWM system or not? Okay. Okay, I have not created it. Okay, so last session, what did I do? I just have a recap, guys. Okay, we have trying to create the storage process, means storage process for what? For the loading step, which is for the outbound one, right? So where we are trying to create OB01, OB02, and OB03, which we already saw that, and the OB04 is a step which we are trying to create, and we have assigned it to the storage process. On top of that, what did we do? We have activated the shipping and receiving, and we have deactivated the yard management one. That is one thing, and we have created a means of transport. That particular means of transport, whatever we have created, now we need to make sure that that needs to be assigned in the easy access. So let me come back to the whole configuration again. Okay, here, so cross settings, shipping and receiving, general settings, deactivate. So as of now it is not required for us to deactivate. Why? Because we are using this particular, so only we will be deactivating the yard management one. Okay, so okay, so we have deactivated this particular yard management one, and we have maintained it. On top of that, what did we do? We have created one means of transport. Okay, maintain transportation mode. Okay, that is road and all, that's a standard one. Okay, define means of transport. I believe WM46 something we have created. WM46 hyphen truck. This is the one which we have created. Again, once we have created this, we need to make sure that the packing material and as well as this particular means of transport should be assigned. And top of that, I believe we created the doors. Yes, we have created some two doors and we have to create the bins. And we know that assigning the door and the supply chain unit, we already know this. Door 3. I'm not sure if we have not created, we'll create it now. Yeah, this is the one. Supply chain unit, we knew that WM46 and the door 4. Okay, so WM46. Okay, so we are assigning it. Fair enough. Why do we require the doors here, guys? Mohan or anyone? Why do we require? I'm sorry.
We need to deliver it, right? I mean, from which door it has to be going out.
Yeah, because we are trying to load it, right? So
Yes,
obviously we need to know from which door it is being upload. I mean, sorry, from which door it is being loaded, right? So obviously we have to know it. I agree.
yes,
So that's a mandatory thing for us. That's one thing. So that's the reason we created the door and we have assigned it and we have maintained it. The very first thing. Now, the same way we have another thing in this one. Okay, settings, shipping and receiving. Not this one. There is one thing here. What is that? Yeah, this is the one. So now what I'll do is, what is my means of transport? WM46-truck, and my packing material WM46-TU pack, right? This is the one which I'm trying to assign. So WM46-truck and WM46-TU pack is the link which I'm trying to do over here. Why? Because I'm telling to my system that this is the container, or this is the means of transport which will be utilizing the packaging material over here. Okay, guys. Any questions here? Mohan and everyone, Ganapati and Nicholas. Okay. Why? Because we have to tell to the system that what kind of a pack material and what kind of a means of transport that we are trying to utilize here. The very first thing. Now, let us try to create, okay, maybe 1 second. This is one thing also very required. What is the warehouse process type for the outbound? 2010. And the other thing is the means of transport. What is our means of transport? WM46-truck. Okay, and the staging area, it's obviously 9020. Staging section, I'm not giving it. Staging Bennett's GI zone. I'm not hard coding my warehouse door here. Why? Because I'm telling to my system that this is the criteria where I'll be searching out for the OB04 step. But it is not mandatory that we have to assign our doors. Why? Because we never knew like what doors will be freely available there, right? The same way of bond warehouse process type, door determination is not there, and only the means of transport. That's it. So only these two the factors which I'm trying to search over here. Fine. So now let me first create one outbound delivery, guys, and then let us run the transaction and see. Okay. This is the delivery which got created and distributed to the EWM system. Okay, fine. Now, what I'm trying to do here is, guys, I'll try to create the first transportation unit. So the very first thing over here, okay, is maintain transportation unit. The very first thing. The transaction is /n/SAWM/TU. Okay. Now We know that the warehouse is this. Yard we don't have, so delete this. Not required as of now. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create a transportation unit. Now, what is my means of transport? WM46 hyphen truck. And my packing material. What is a WM46 hyphen TU pack? Agree? And the shipping and receiving direction, what is that? It's an outbound or an inbound, or if you don't know the direction, leave it is. That's fine. But, however, what happens here? You see this, once we assign that delivery here, we will have an option of telling what kind of it is, whether it is an inbound delivery or whether if it is an outbound delivery. So you have to mandatory tell to the system like what exactly we are trying to assign. So, oh sorry guys. What is this? Transportation planning of TO and delivery do not match. What delivery is this? Did someone change this settings again or what? Hmm. What is this? Why the delivery is not getting assigned? Mhm. Delivery to not match what it is trying to match. Every time one new issue here. Everything was good only here. What is wrong with this? Transportation planning type receiver, everything is okay. One second, let me save this first. Wait. What is happening here then? In that case, okay, we will be directly assigning this here. Once we assign this, it automatically has to come here, yes, but unfortunately, the delivery is telling that it doesn't match. Strange. One second, wait. Maybe I'll try this in the inbound and I'll see if the same issue is occurring over there because I don't know the system. Sorry, I have to do this. Okay. So it's pack or what is our material, guys? This one, huh? Our normal packing
Okay.
material, is this the one, right?
Yes, yes. 46 pack.
Okay. Okay, so this is a delivery which is getting distributed. This is outbound now. Okay, this is the one, right? Wait, the same process even we'll do it for the inbound also. SAP/TO. Here we will create it first. My means of transport is this TU pack. The direction, let me give it as an inbound. Now, if I assign this delivery, telling that inbound delivery, and this is the one, okay, it is executing, man. Strange thing. That's what it has to work even in the outbound for us. So this outbound was completely disturbed. So as soon as we assign that delivery, it automatically will be assigning it to the TU. And then what we do is we will check this activity. And the first thing what we try to do here is, as being this is a planned one, we should always make sure that this has to be in the active status. So what we do here, we will try to activate the TU. Okay, then this particular thing, whatever was there, it will become as an activate. Okay, and then we will save it. Even in the outbound also, the same thing should be repeated. So what happens is once we'll create a TU and then we will assign the delivery of the outbound. You're getting that, Mohan and Nicholas and Ganapati? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
G.
Yeah. So once we assign the delivery, whether it is an inbound or an outbound, the same thing will happen. In the outbound case, it would be the loading step. In the inbound case, it would be the unloading step. Okay. But I'm not sure what is happening in the outbound because even the goods issue was not working and even the TU was not getting assigned. So a lot of things were disturbed there, I guess. Standard settings. I have to check it then in that case. Okay. As of now, I'll show you in the inbound case because I don't want to stop it because of that. The same process, whatever the steps we are following for the inbound, the same steps we will be even following for the outbound only. So the first thing is what we try to do here is, okay, you see this, okay, these are the steps which we usually do in the transportation unit. First thing is we'll create a TU, which is in the transaction of what? The transaction of slash and slash SCWM/TU. This is the TU creation. Once we created the TU, what we do is we will try to assign the delivery. Okay, the assigning of this one will be inbound or the outbound. Either of this, whether it could be an inbound delivery or whether it could be an outbound delivery. Once we assign this, probably what we do is we will even, you can assign the doors immediately or you can assign the doors after also. If you want to assign the doors, door assignment, okay, warehouse door, okay, door one, okay, let's execute that. So such that what happens, we will be assigning the door. Okay, so what did I do? Assign the door, but make sure that both the transportation unit, which is will be in the plant, and as well as the door also will be planned. Both the TU and the door also will be in the planned status. Okay, this particular planned status should be changed to active. You're getting my point, everyone? Hello, guys?
This
Yes, yes.
transportation unit is mandatory for all the outbound, and it is applicable for certain outbound deliveries
Uh,
only generally.
no, generally, normally, if you are implementing this outbound or whatever, when you're trying to have the loading, obviously we'll have the TU, right? Because normally we will be tracking end to end in the warehouse, right? So obviously you'll have a transportation unit to track it, right?
Yeah,
Hello?
transportation unit generally it is out of the warehouse in the ad only, right? Generally.
No, and no. Yard is a different activity. This is on loading activity and unloading activity. So what was the one you mean?
No, transportation unit generally just we want to understand the business scenario first
Hmm.
thing that when it is required actually this transportation units
Okay,
in outbound scenario.
okay. So when you want to
Because
track your loading step, then only you will be required this. So general business scenario in the sense, uh, when you're trying to perform the goods issue or whatever it is, after what would be the last step? You have to perform your loading, right?
Yes,
So when you're trying to perform the loading, you need to know for which truck you're assigning it and for which carrier you're assigning it and all. Basically, agree because you should know for which one you're trying to load it, right?
yes, correct.
So then in that case, obviously we require a TU, right? So we have to create one because obviously we require a truck for that to take your goods to your respective customers, right? So in order to
Yeah.
track that particular activity, we will be creating a TU and then we will be assigning it, right? That's what we have done. We are doing it here, whether it is in the case of an inbound or whether it is a case of an outbound also. Both the cases, it would be the same.
So in that case, the stock will be shown under the transportation unit
Yes,
finally.
obviously, finally, because the resource will be the transportation unit, right? Once you
So
load
until
it,
okay, yeah, once I load it. So
hmm,
until it will be delivered to the customer, the stock will
that
show
you
under
cannot know
the
that.
trans.
No, that you don't know, right? Whether it is delivered to your customer or not. The only part,
Correct.
whatever we can track it in a warehouse, is that you have loaded to that respective transportation unit. That is what we
That's
knew.
it.
That's it. But the
Okay, okay,
tracking
that's
till to the end of the customer, it is a part of the transportation management. It's not
okay,
our
okay.
part yet.
Okay, Sri. Thank you.
Yeah. So now in this case, what we are trying to do is we are trying to create one transportation unit and we have assigned the inbound delivery and we have assigned it. However, now even this particular one also should be in the active status. For doing that, what we do action, door, arrival at the door. Okay. So both the status were in active status. You see that? Hello?
Yes, Sri.
Everything. Yeah. Now
Yeah, yeah.
what we'll try, yeah. Now what we try to do is we will try to unload it. As being it's an inbound delivery, we have to unload it. Okay. So what is the one we are trying to do? Both the status you see, it's not in green. Usually this status should be in the green. So for that sake, we can unload the task, okay, or you create a just warehouse task such that the system, what does it, no entry found. Oh, okay, this is a process oriented step which is not there. We can do that. 1 second, wait. What is the error it is telling? WM46 IB01 0001, right? So W46. Mhm. Who has configured this HU type group in my warehouse? I don't know. That is what it is expecting. Because WM46 IP01, I have not configured this HU type group, but that's strange thing. Let me check now. Still, it is finding the same thing. 1 second, wait. I'm deleting and I'm trying to recreate it, guys, because I don't know whether the system is reading the master data. Client, right? Okay. Let me activate this function door. Acha, that is occupied to the door. Okay, 1 second. This is plan and I have to make it as an active. Storage type search with template was not found now. This is a new error. What is this now? Okay, 1 second. A lot of missing configuration in this systems. Okay. Anything else we are missing? No, right? Okay. What is the TU? That's going on. Right. Oh my god. What is the storage type template now? We have our storage type templates created already, right? Still what it is expecting. This is already removed or what happened, man? What is happening? This is now working, and when I'm trying to create storage type of a template, no entry found. We have a template. Okay, what is this? Specify. We have this, right? WM46. We remember like what warehouse process type we were using it. Okay, maybe this one. ZDE1 and ZDE2, ZW46 and ZW46, I believe. What was this strange thing, man? ZW46, yes. ZW46 and ZW46, yes. Oh my god. Optimize access sequence for put away. How it was changed here. Put away strategy. What is missing? Settings. We do have the warehouse process type, door determination good, door. 1 second, okay. And the other one is inbound. This is also there. Something or other is going wrong, man. Shit. Let me check this one, guys. I think something is going wrong with the configuration, or I don't know what went wrong. Because normally it has to create a warehouse task. So when we see that, it says that the storage type template was not able to found. I don't understand what template it's looking out for, because we have the templates and we have everything here. Because the only last step is we have to create the warehouse task for the unloading one. That's it. Nothing else is there for us. The outbound is in a different error and inbound is giving a different error. My God. I'll check on this one, guys. Okay, Mohan and Ganapati and everyone. I'll check this and I'll rerun the scenario again. Okay, because this is throwing some issue which is strange, because we have the template and we have everything in place, but I was wondering what it is trying to take still. Search for put away testing. We do have this. Everything was in place. What it is expecting. I'll check and I'll update you this maybe. Okay, I'll check these errors and I'll update you maybe once we come back in the next class. Okay, I'll check in the meantime.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.